Now, as we mentioned, you've got those 3 energy tanks. So let's say you've got a little carb or a little cracker, a little piece of fruit or some rice, or let's say something that's not on the program. What do you think would happen to those energy tanks? Okay, well, the first is it's going to knock the body out of ketosis because it's actually going to fill that sugar tank back up to some degree. And that basically means that you're going to lose a couple of days in the program. Your body has to get back through that sugar to get you back into body fat. So that's a major reason that I did not deviate when I was on this program, because I knew it was going to set me back several days. I didn't want to do that. So to really be the most effective and to work the best, it's really important to stick with it. Because if you take your body out of ketosis and you've got to burn that stored sugar, it turns it into a low-calorie diet, which is the last thing we want. Now, it also comes down to a decision. So let's face it, there are a million reasons not to handle something and not to make a change. So let's talk about the different holidays. So let's start in January. What's the January holiday? New Year's. We got in February.
Valentine's Day.
Yep. And then in March.
Guy's Day. Not too many people celebrate that one. And Hallmark, I don't know what's wrong with them, but they just haven't caught on. But Guy's Day is March 12th. And it's only 4 years old, but it's really cool, and you guys should put that on your thing. But no, you can't cheat on Guy's Day either. Then there's St. Patrick's Day, and that's probably why we don't so much promo on our Guy's Day, because it's too close to St. Patrick's Day.
Of course, of course.
And then we have the big eating holiday of April Fool's Day. And that's, of course, followed by Easter. And both of those, are big food days.
Completely. And we got 3 in May. So we got Cinco de Mayo, probably another Guy's Day. We got Mother's Day, Memorial Day. What's the one in June? It's typically Father's Day. You got 4th of July in July, and then we come into Labor Day. What's the big whole holiday that revolves around candy in October? Halloween. And then you got Thanksgiving, and you're running into all of the Christmas and December holidays that are packed right around that time. There is always a reason not to do this. And we're not even talking about your birthday, your friend's birthday, coworkers, friends, loved ones, your kids, all the different activities that your kids are involved with that you got to run around and do. There's always a reason not to do this. But if you've made a decision that you want things to be different, this is a great plan to help. And if you do the program, here's what to expect. These proteins, this food is highly absorbable. There's over 40 or even 50 foods. They keep adding foods to the program, and these are highly absorbable. And this is different from if you were to go on Atkins, your body absorbs a fraction of the protein that is typically eaten. And if you're on Atkins, it's usually high saturated fat and other fat sources. But these proteins are very, very absorbable, and they're actually made to be that way. So you absorb about 97% of the protein that's in the food itself. They're superior quality. It's a high biological value, so they're very, very absorbable. And it also, when you're on the program, there are nutrient-rich supplements, so it's making sure your body has what it needs. Now, I don't know much about labs, but these were manufactured in the best of the best labs. So when I say ISO 9001, I don't really know what that means, but I do know that it's the best of the best. And this is an ideal amount of protein. So again, we're not looking at loading your body up with protein. It's just giving you enough to protect its muscle. And there's about 40 different flavors. Are you going to like everything on the program? No, probably not. But do you like everything when you go into the grocery store? Probably not either. And that's why we have so many different varieties and flavors. And here's the thing, when you're coming off of sugar in the first week, sugar actually perverts the taste buds. So what you like in the first week is typically very different from the way that something will taste and what you like a few weeks in. So stuff that I may not have liked the first week, I actually loved within the second and third weeks. So here's what to expect. A quick weight loss. So again, girls typically lose 3 to 4 pounds. Guys usually lose 4 to 7. And this is quick loss without sacrificing muscle. We're protecting that. It's also an increased energy and reduced craving by the 4th day. When your body is burning body fat, you are not hungry and your energy is typically very high. There's also going to be an understanding about food in the body. So as you go through the program, you're going to get to know more about how your body responds to food. And typically we see improved blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, and a reduction in inflammation. And that's because of the alkalinity in the program. So it's very low inflammation. Now also a reduction of fat in problem areas. And again, this is a lasting loss. So 1 year after doing the program, 70% are within 5 pounds of how they ended. Now this is a treatment for obesity and inflammation. It has a beginning and an end, and this is not something that you're meant to be on your whole life. So it has 4 phases. It includes weekly monitoring, coaching, and you can only get this through a supervised office. So this is not multi-level marketing. You can't get it on the internet, and you can't get it all over the place. This is also not for everyone. So if you have severe liver or kidney disease, can't do the program. If you have a diagnosis of congestive heart failure, if you're currently on lithium, if you've been diagnosed with Parkinson's, or if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you cannot do the program. If you've had a history of heart attack, stroke, aneurysm, bypass, stent surgery, heart arrhythmia, or you have a pacemaker, you've got to get consent from your medical doctor. If you've had any form of cancer, including skin cancer, any form at all, you've got to get consent from your medical doctor. And if you're under 18, you've got to get consent because they know your medical history. But if you can do the program and you're interested, what we'd like you to do is call the office and schedule a time to do a consultation so we can find out how much you'd like to lose and get you on track. So we'd like to thank you for attending. And if you have any questions, please call the office, 301-770-1818, and we look forward to helping you soon. Thank you. So again, it's not meant to be a high protein diet. We're just giving you adequate protein in order to protect your muscles and give your body what it needs. So let's talk about what happens if you deviate or if you cheat.